As everybody now knows, we are in an election year, but there's an awful lot of disenfranchised people out there who simply don't feel like they have anything or anyone to vote for. Well, here at the Independent Republic, we've got some ideas. After all, if that's not what we're here for, doing good for the decent citizens of this nation, then we might as well all pack up and go home. As we cast our eyes around the contenders who will be looking for our votes in a few months' time, I'm beginning to wonder if any of them will actually deserve our support. And as the supreme leader of the Independent Republic, I never endorse candidates, I never recommend parties to vote for, and I don't suggest even what you should be doing at the ballot box. However, I will recommend occasional personalities that I believe could make a difference to our lives in a positive way after Election Day. Let's start with Jonathan Gullis, a very estimable member of the Tory Parliamentary Party, elected in 2019 by the people of Stoke-on-Trent North. Jonathan has served his constituents well. He's elected to represent them at Westminster, and he's done his best to keep their well-being at the very forefront of what he does. Not for him, the wishy-washy green politics of some in the middle of the Tory party. He stood up on immigration, and he stood up for children at school. Of course, he did used to be a teacher, one of the good ones. But the reason I really like Jonathan is that he's inspired the wrath of Gary Lineker, the smug BBC sports presenter that thinks the sun shines out of his backside. Lineker had the temerity to attack Jonathan in a tweet, inferring that he might not be too bright. Well, Gary, I think you've bitten off more than you could chew, mate. Here's what Jonathan had to say about it to TalkTV.
It's very sad that these so-called celebrities, the wokerati, the elites of this country, seem to think they understand how to govern the country. If Gary Lineker is so confident he could do such a great job, why not stand and run for Parliament? He's very welcome to run against me.
Of course, he's absolutely right, isn't he? Lineker is an ex-footballer, a multi-millionaire broadcaster, made richer each and every year by public money. Let him put his popularity to the test. Let him stand for election and see how he gets on. This year is going to be the year that the public takes back control. We need more voices like Jonathan Gullis, and if loudmouth amateurs like Gaza want to have a go, then perhaps that's a good thing for the voters. And while we're at it, let's get Carol Vorderman onto a ballot paper as well. Let the real people decide if mouthing off on social media actually means a fag end. There's already one former postmistress called Yvonne Tracy standing against Sir Ed Davey in Kingston. That should see him off, and it could be the start of a people's revolution. I say power to the people. Bring it on.